Hey, Diz.
Good day. How you doing?
Got off a call. I need to go get to my other dev computer. So
Okay.
give me 5 minutes, and then we'll jump in.
How many? You blanked out for a second. You
I
said,
can barely hear you. What'd you say?
did you say 5 minutes?
Yeah, five.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Hang on. You set up?
Just getting logged in right now. My drives. Okay, take me what happened yesterday. After I got off, I saw you and Luck were still digging around.
So I tried. I thought that adding the authentication for Infura would be relatively simple. It turns out that I had on that account the only the domain metagame.wtf was whitelisted. I didn't know that, and so I spent like an hour and a half trying to figure out why I couldn't connect to Infura. And eventually figured out that configuration problem and still was having trouble with some of the connections. So I haven't actually gotten to the point. I've been working on the display of the tokens and getting that, like when you put different parameters into the filter, that you get the right result out. And so,
Okay, so you want? Am I going into forests now, or are we
Yeah.
sticking with Chiefs until we get it done?
yeah, let's finish Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Yeah, I want to get to that Mimus stuff too.
Yeah, there's just so much to
I didn't
do.
realize kind of what you were doing is it's kind of like you're doing what Slate does for me. It's almost like a pinning service.
It is in very many ways. It's very similar to, other than the fact that it has a central storage. That's what makes it different, which is frowned upon in the Web3 space. But there's certain types of stuff that you can do when you have all the data in one place that you just can't do otherwise. So I'm hopeful that it'll prove interesting.
Yeah, well, Slate has gotten actually worse. They started out with really good because like I could download stuff, I could get a list, I could query different things, and now it's just like a half-ass pinning service. But then again, it wasn't a real company. It was this guy named Jimmy that I thought was real sharp. And then I met him through ETH Global, and then I just started using it, and then maybe it's just a side project that like dies like most other things. He's probably even moved on for all I know.
Oh, FYI, this is on Twitch. This is streaming onto Twitch. So don't play any copyright music. And don't show any secrets.
Don't ask me for any.
Yeah. No, I shouldn't. I'll be conscientious.
Okay.
But I want to find out. I want to get more familiar with that platform.
Twitch.
Yeah, twitch.tv/disbullock is
Opposed.
me.
Yeah, opposed to YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I could have set it up to stream to YouTube, but I don't know. Supposedly Twitch is where most people who stream, and I don't know why. I don't know anything about the platform really. I know Bogey does, and a lot of the streamers I see them on YouTube, but they initially what's on YouTube has been cut down from what they recorded on Twitch. Yeah, you can do UI:*, and I added a UI:publish will publish to GitHub pages. Will build and publish to GitHub pages.
What's it called?
UI:publish.
I thought we already had that. Oh no,
We
there
had
was
a
something else.
UI:pub, which I renamed to publish. Okay, we'll see how this loads up. Oh, hey, have you pulled? Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you have since you're getting those errors.
Oh yeah, you changed the UI a little bit.
Yeah, I tightened it up so that it was a little bit more condensed because we really didn't need all the space that we had. The limit is never going to be more than like 3 characters. Try reloading the page. Because I was usually having relatively good success on the first load, and it was whenever I changed the parameters that it went to crap. But yours, it didn't even load the first time.
No, I think it did. It's got 2610.
But it didn't load the tokens. There's convert
Oh.
null to big int error, and there's an invalid big number error. Which I think once we get those fixed, it's pretty close to working. So open the browser console. Go to the console.
Half the time I'm paused just because I'm trying to catch one of my edges. It's like threading a needle for some reason. All of these little borders are like
Yeah.
impossible to grab.
So go to console at the top. Oh, you've got an actual error there. What is the error? It could be. Let's see what it is. Oh no, that's the stack. That's from home.tsx. Oh, it's home.tsx 161. Go to 161 in home.tsx. Packages, UI, pages, home, tsx. Oh yeah, source. I forgot that we don't have what's it anymore. Next.js. Okay, so yeah, what is 166? 161. What's 161? Okay. So it prints a stack. Oh, that line number is the line where it is printing at. So scroll up just a little bit. I just want to look at the method above it. Yeah, just let me look for a minute. Go into the browser console and scroll all the way to the top. Okay. Scroll down just a little bit. Switch the view to the below so that we get wider. It's this wrapping, the line wrapping is hard to read. I think it's the three little dots or the gear in the upper. Yeah, dock to bottom. Because a lot of these are just long lines. Okay. So I gotta read for a minute. So you see where there's an object. If you look at like the middle of the page, the object starts with a token, then it has a TKN, and then it has an IDX. Do you see those objects in the token and then undefined? I want you to go to the first one where TKN isn't undefined, which is like three or four lines from the bottom. Well, you scrolled past it. You definitely didn't get it. It might be that one. Look at, okay, so TKN is can't convert to big int. So it is that error. Expand the one above it. The one above the first one that's expanded there, expand it. So it is also that can't convert to big int. Can't convert null to big int. Go to go into the code. Search for gating type. Gating underscore type. Hang on. Go on down a little bit. Search further down in the file. Okay, wait. I want to look at this. That line 1. Make the VS Code font size just a little bit bigger. Okay, line 107 and 108. It could be that. On line 103, put a new line before const gating. Console.log. Open print, open brace, all caps, type underscore width, and type underscore boundary. Type underscore width and type underscore boundary. It's from line 108 and 109. And then
You say and?
No, comma, type underscore boundary. Okay, reload the page. Okay, scroll up. Do you see type underscore width? Do you see that printed anywhere? There we go. It's if you scroll on up, it's up above this. Yeah. See, if type width and type boundary are null, then when they try to get converted to BigInts, that's why it's failing. So go back to the code. Go to for use callback, scroll down. Hang on, stop. 127. We were talking about there's what's called a dependency array for a lot of React hooks. And these are the variables that if they change, then they will be updated. They will run for this one, it's use callback. It'll regenerate the callback. So go to scroll up. Line 98, put a new line. Before the line 98. Put if, and you always have an open paren with an if statement. Type underscore width, all caps. Space equal null. Space double bar. Space type underscore boundary equal null. Close paren, open brace. And there'll be a space before the brace. New line. Hang on. I think that we can just return null. We can at least try to return null and see what it does. So return it, yeah. No. You need a return statement. Okay. No parens in a return statement. Reload the page. Scroll down in the page. In the, yeah. Is it loading? Hang on. Maybe it's going to load. Go back to the code. On line 100 before, actually after line 101, put a console.log. Or actually just move the one from 106 up to 101. And add position to it. Lowercase position. This is the variable from the line above it. Reload the page and see if you can find that appearing anywhere. It ends in position. I don't. No, wait. There's some. Yeah. So did you get the errors? Go back. Scroll down to the NFTs that are displaying. Okay, you don't have the errors there. Click the +10 button in the middle of the screen. We'll give it a second to see if it's loading or if it's hung up. Scroll down and make sure there are no errors down at the bottom of the console. You're at the bottom?
Yep.
Yeah, they loaded. Okay. Scroll down in the page. It's still loading. Click the down arrow with the 20. That'll skip ahead by 20, and it should have caused the ones above it to clear. It should have removed the first 20 and just had the second 20. So we got to figure that out. Hang on, that's important. Oh, that's a 504 gateway timeout. Scroll up. Scroll down. I want to read what the line number is where that was printed. No, it doesn't say. Search for error, data in all the files of this project. I think it's error, data. Or it's lowercase, all lowercase. Yeah, go to home. Okay. Let me look at this. So scroll up just a little bit. Oh yeah, scroll up. Scroll up. Stop. Line 147. Put a new line after 147. If you need a paren, bang response.ok. Close paren, open brace. New line. Throw new error. Cap error. Open paren, backtick. Request, capital request. capital status, colon, space, $, open brace. Response.status, I think, is what it is. See if it auto-completes for you after you start typing. Type STAT and see where it gets you. Let's try status and see what happens. Lowercase status. Maybe likes it. Okay, reload the page. So this is that mainnet Infura. Oh, that's because that Infura ID is completely wrong. Go into config.ts in the source folder. Oh, scroll up. I know what it is. Scroll up. Okay, we're going to have to do something a little weird here. On line 6. Line 6 should be question mark, space, import.meta.env, space, question mark, space. Import.meta.env and then the .v in your ID. That's fine. Put on line 6. On line 6, after the second question mark, after the question mark that's by itself, put a space and a open paren. And then delete the closed paren and the space. New line. Another new line after that. Close paren. Space, colon, space, open paren. Remove the closed paren. Remove the 2 question marks from the line below. Indent that line. Put a new line after it. Close paren. Okay. The thing is, so the way that Vite works, it actually, Webpack does this exact same thing. That import.meta.env.vite Infura ID isn't a normal variable. Vite will actually do a string replacement on all these files, and that exact string will be replaced by whatever is in that environment variable. But it has to be that exact string. I think that might work. Try restarting your dev server. Oh, and off screen, open up they're in the packages UI directory. Is there a .env file in packages UI?
No, it's not under UI. It's not
Okay,
under
so
the
in
SRC.
UI, create a file called .env.local.
.env.local in
Yes.
root of
In the UI
SRC.
folder.
Under SRC.
No, I think in UI.
Okay.
I think, because that's where Veet is running from. Veet is not running. Veet is running in that upper directory. Okay, so you have the file. So now
I gotta pull it up. I'm not sure how to do it from.
Oh, you gotta
VS
move it.
Code. So you didn't want it under SRC.
Nope.
I think I should be able to just drag it, right?
I would think
Maybe
so.
not. I'll just make a new one. Delete that one.
So if you collapse SRC real quick, it's hard for me to tell where it is. So yeah, it's at the same level as everything else.
Okay.
So go to Infura, and for your IPFS, or no, actually,
Well, give me the parameters first here.
Veet underscore Infura underscore ID.
Veet underscore Infura underscore ID
equals.
And that is just going to be
An
what
Ethereum
my,
provider.
Ethereum provider line 2?
No, that's what
Oh.
you want to put in there. You can sign up for IPFS provisioning, or you can sign up for Ethereum. This needs to be the Ethereum provider. The ID.
This is just going to be an alphanumeric string in there.
Yeah, it's a number. It's just a random number. It's just, again, Twitch will be able to see it if you put it on the screen.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. Well, the thing is actually it is getting published to the front end. So it's unavoidable. I mean, there's no way that we can access these endpoints without the Ethereum stuff has to be running on the client. So it has to have that ID in order to do the connection, but whatever. It would take a little bit of work to find it in the compiled code, but it's still definitely in there somewhere.
The API key is what I see. Is that what you want in there?
No, is there a project ID? It should have. Does it have like mainnet.infura.io /
I've got a bunch of different Infuras. I've got one for, it looks like mainnet. I've got two on IPFS. I got 2 on Filecoin.
Yeah,
like I'm assuming
do the one that's on mainnet, because it'll probably also work for Polygon.
Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm clicking that link to that project.
Yeah.
And then what pops up is, well, on the far right side, it says manage key. I think
That's
that's what you want me to go into. And then what pops up on the screen is API key is the first thing. Then it says network endpoint. It's got Polygon, Arbitrum.
Yeah, hang on. So the network endpoint, does it end in a number, that URL?
Yeah, but it's the same as my API key.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
It says https:/mainnet.infura.io/v3. Okay. Yeah. This is I think has been shared in several things we've been working on. But
yeah, I mean, there's no way to avoid it.
Good.
It has to run on the client, so the client has to have that key.
And I think mine got compromised actually because once I changed my stuff over last week, it immediately went to 10 gigabytes that somebody had done, and I didn't do any 10 gigabyte sort of stuff. So
yeah,
but I didn't get locked out yet, so maybe somebody, I don't know, just used it for a test or something. Okay, so now I have my Veet underscore Infura underscore ID equals then that alphanumeric string, which is also my API key. That is in the .env local file, and I'm now going to close that file.
Okay.
Unless anything else needs to be in there.
I don't think so. Well, not yet. There will eventually probably be an Infura username and password for the IPFS endpoint. But
Cool.
we don't need that yet. That's once you want to hit the update button on an NFT.
Which I do.
but not yet because it
Not
doesn't
today.
work.
Right.
But so restart the server.
Again, I just restarted. Do it again.
Do it once more just to be safe. Have you done it since you changed the env file?
Nope.
That's what matters. Fingers crossed that'll work. So yeah, open the console. Click on console. Okay, we are looking for that. It was a red line. It was an error. It was an outright error that Infura refused the connection. And I don't see those currently. That react-dom.render, I don't understand at all. Like, I changed it to use the new format, and I'm still getting that error for reasons I don't understand. It must be getting decompiled or something. Like, Vite is doing it. So, look at the tokens, though. Did they load? Scroll down. Let's look for errors some more. What were there was 2 errors at the bottom of that. You scroll up to the top of the screen. Hang on, stop. Oh, that's fave icon. It isn't found. That's fine. Look in oh, hang on. Never mind. That's fine. I have no idea what that is. I mean, I get what it's saying, kind of, but we're not, to the best of my knowledge, doing any scroll linked positioning. But that's what it says. So go up to the top and in the wait, what's that? .504 gateway timeout. That's fine. That means that for whatever reason the IPFS gateway isn't finding the file fast enough. But that's not a huge issue. And it's definitely not our fault. Because it's pinned on nft.storage, which should make it accessible. In the visible list, type 1 space 2 space 3. Visible, yeah, in the visible list. Hit enter. I expected, okay, that's what I'm looking for. There's a bug in there. Change a visible list to just 1-5. So it loaded 1 extra token.
Looks like 2 extra tokens. Or it's trying to.
Oh,
Looks like it's trying to
yeah.
spin up a 6, and then it's already got claim in. So refresh again, right?
No, let's figure out what's wrong with the visible list. So go to packages UI lib helpers. Scroll down to the bottom of the file. Scroll up one method. Stop. It's that 190 to 201 is what we're looking at. Try on 192. Change entry instance of number to I just gotta think if it can have big ints. Like if I could have big ints somehow in this. I should never have that though. Try instead of entry instance of number, type of entry, lowercase of, space, change instance of to triple equal. Put quotes around number and change it to lowercase. Single quotes. Reload the page. In the visible list, put a 1 space 2. Hit enter. Cool. Let's commit that. That was actually we've actually fixed like 2 little bugs there. You should be able to do 1 comma 2 dash 5 comma 38 comma 80. Yeah, there can't be. The one thing is there can't be any spaces around the dashes. It does not handle that at the moment. So yeah, you're fine. No, we were missing some of the indexes on the side. Yeah, if you notice now, it now saves. If you look whenever you change one of those parameters, if you look at the URL, they're getting saved to that URL. So that if you go back from another page, like if you go forward a page and then back a page, you should have the same list. So it did 1 and 2 and 80, and that's it?
Yeah, no 5 through 10s.
Huh.
But they're up here in the header.
So, go to the code again.
Well, maybe they're not permission tokens.
It shouldn't matter if it's in the visible list. It is always shown.
Overrides it.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's yeah. So go to the code. Yeah, that dash is fine. It is a funky dash, but it's fine. So go to scroll down in this file a little bit. On line 233, console.log list. And reload the page so it'll clear the console. Yeah, expand out list. That looks exactly like what it should look like. Scroll down in the actual page. So that one doesn't have the index by it. Now it does. So go to home, I think. Pages and then home. Okay, I need to figure out where the tokens are actually being loaded. And I think that is somewhere in this file. I'm just not sure where. So scroll up a little bit. I want to know the name of the method above this one. Token for index. Search for token for index. Wait, token for index. Oh, wait, token for index start plus index plus 1. Go to that middle set. Either one of them. I think they're right near each other. Scroll up. Okay, go to on line 191. After line 191, console.log low and high. Okay. Reload the page. Did low and high not print anywhere? Go back to the code. Oh wait, they did print some. Okay. It's coming through when they're undefined. It shouldn't be getting there.
It's also reversed.
Go to the code. I gotta look for a second. If visible.
You do see that this says low of 10, high
Yeah,
of 5,
I
right?
got that.
Okay.
But I'm looking at line 185 right now. So if visible list dot sum, I'm trying to figure out how it decides to get to that code. Okay, so that's if there's anything in the visible list, this is what it does. And let high comma low equals elem as limits. Sorted high low, not sort. Reverse the order of low and high on line 191. 191. Scroll down in the page a little bit just to see if you see any other places that they have values in the data, in the console. Is it always reversed? Do you see any more low highs and are they reversed? I don't see any. Just try reloading the page. And scroll down. Yeah. Okay, it did. Okay, they're in the wrong order, but that's a known thing that they're in the wrong order. But are they all there? Why is there no? Sometimes the index is missing. That is so weird.
It's just missing 8 now, as far as the number.
Really?
Yeah, it's got everything else. Let me refresh it. I bet they all show up now. Just holds on to them just long enough. Yeah, now 8's there. Now everything's there. So it just has to do with it as it's gathering its information. It can't be interrupted of what it was doing and then come back later.
That's what we're doing. Need to. There is a real danger. The fetch function, which does the actual network requests, there's a danger that someone will change the filter parameters after we've set a fetch in motion, and then it'll return after we've already done some other stuff. So we need to add an abort controller, is what it's called. And you can use it to signal to fetch that it needs to exit out.
Instead of exiting, can we just do it so we pick up that extra 2 or 3 seconds that we think that we need, and just entertain somebody for those 2 or 3 seconds with a spinner or something?
No, I mean, we have no idea how long it's going to be, and we don't, and no, there's no way to reliably wait for it.
But aborting out seems to be kind of drastic, because then
Why?
they got to like start it, because then they got to start the process over in 100% of the cases. If it aborts,
Well,
it's not going to restart it unless you tell it to re-query. But if we just wait for 3 seconds, we might pick up 90% of the cases and still allow them to
it's
abort.
not.
If it
I mean,
looks
that would be much more difficult to write. That would be a lot more difficult to write.
Okay.
It's easier to just cancel it and not have to worry about any lingering state.
Okay.
God, it's so weird. I gotta figure out how to do the ordering.
Well, you want to put the abort in first?
Not yet.
Okay.
We could try. It's the thing is search for fetch. Fetch response size request status. So I think if retrieve gets called, it should abort any previous retrieve operations that are in process. So I got to think how to do that. Search on Google for fetch abort controller. I think it's called abort controller. It's definitely fetch and abort, and it might be controller. It is abort controller. Do the first one. It should have a scroll down. We're looking for there we go, some code. Okay, so its signal is passed as so there should be so the first thing should be the URL. So go back to the code. So put a new line after the open parenthesis. Put a comma after the exclamation point. And then a new line. Put open brace on that line. Yeah. Space. No, I think you can just get by with just a space. Signal. Colon space. Do controller.signal. I gotta think. It's lowercase. It's lowercase controller. And there's a space at the end of between the. Okay, so on line. So let me think. On line 134, before the const, put a new line. Const space controller space equals use ref. Open paren. I guess null. Let's try null. And do a control space next to use ref. So on line 137, enter a new line. Controller question mark dot. No, controller dot current question mark dot abort. Open paren, close paren. Then on line 152, do controller dot current dot signal. On line 137, put a new line after the abort. Controller dot current space equals new capital abort capital controller. Open paren, close paren. Open paren, close paren. I think that'll work. I think that that'll do what I want it to do. Maybe. I don't think it fixes the problem that we were trying to fix. What were we trying to fix? Try reloading the page and just see what happens.
Oh, the
ordering. We got to
slowing
fix
it
the
down. Ordering, and then the aborting.
Yeah.
If it's not ordering correctly.
Well, hopefully the fact that it was loading, right. Oh, it's doing that? Reload the page. See if it does that again. Because it shouldn't be doing that. Number 10, claimant is number 10. I'm familiar with that token. So it's not lining up the numbers, and the metadata is getting out of whack. Okay. I think I know the problem. Go to scroll up in this file. It's called use token. There it is. So scroll down. It's line 31. Set token. Okay. Token IDX token. On line 36 in that I gotta look for a second. At the end, after IDX, put comma space B, the letter B, colon space IDX is greater than or equal to is just greater than or equal to IDX greater than or equal to TKNS dot length. Dot length. Lowercase length. Okay. Reload the page. Okay, so we're looking at for B. Is B always false? No, B is sometimes true. That's a problem. Scroll, hang on, yeah. We need to look at some of these where B is true. So scroll down until you see the line will end with B. B is true. There you go. Hang on, stop. You're going past them. Scroll up. I need to see the first one. Okay, hang on, stop. Okay, so IDX is 0 and TKN is undefined. Go back to the code again real quick. I gotta look at this for a second. I just gotta think how to write this. Because what's happening is the index, the IDX, tells what the position of the token is in the tokens array, but the tokens array is not long enough to have that many. It doesn't have that many tokens in it, and so what I think I want to do, I got two options. Let me think about this for just a second. Try this. Put after the comma on line 38, put a new line. Dot, 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 capital array. Dot from. Open print, open brace. Space. Length, colon, space. IDX minus TKNS dot length. Then a space. And then a comma, a closed brace and a comma. And then a space and wait, stop. Don't type anything. I need to read the autocomplete because that's what I'm not sure about. Okay, I think that I know how to do this. Put open paren, closed paren, rocket. Open brace, close brace. Hover over the token state. Scroll down in that error. Now you have to move up into the error. Oh, put a comma at the end of line 39. Okay, yeah, I need you to scroll down in that error. So hover over the error. And then move up just a little bit so you're in the box and now scroll. Yeah, hang on. Okay, so void. Go to, I think it's lib types. Look for token state. It's there. It's line 42. Put a question mark after ID on line 43. And after, just put one after index too. We'll see if what happens. Token is undefined. Where is that happening? Go back to the home.tsx. Yeah, hang on. Oh, okay. I know what it is. On line 39, around, at the very end of the line, around the braces, put parentheses. That did it. Okay, that was it. Yeah, I was just confused as to what was going on. Okay, so is it infinitely loading? No. Scroll to the end of the console. You're at the bottom. Okay, look at the list. That last, yeah, look at the list. Okay. Okay, hang on. So if IDX is 4, IDX is 7. Let's comment out one of these console logs. Look for the one. Go back to the console so I can see the line numbers. Click on the console. Yeah, okay. Line 90, line 292. Comment out that console log on line 92. And reload the page. Okay, now comment out the one on line 36. Is that it? I want the comment out list where it's printing out the list because we know that that's right. So we don't need to look at it anymore. You can just remove it. We don't even. We definitely. The list is right. We know that the list is right, so we don't have to worry about it. Okay, wait. Stop. Scroll up a little bit. There it is. See where IDX is 79? Yeah, right there in the. Yeah, that's the problem. That's why it's creating all those empty spaces. So go to search in the code for, go back to home. Search Scroll up. I can't remember the name of it. Stop. Hang on. I gotta find it. It was something like token for number, or I can't remember. Token for number, maybe. Just search for token and see what. There it is. Token for index. Hang on, I need to look at this. Okay, so token for index gets called with the index. Search for, go to where the next place token for index appears. Oh, actually, hang on. I gotta look at this. Okay, on line 220, it should be await token for index. Open paren, open brace, new line. Index, colon space. Go to the end of the line. Remove the closed paren and put a comma. New line. IDX, comma, new line. Close brace, close paren. Go back to where token for index is defined. Okay, on line 99, it should be async, open paren, open brace. We'll just do a new line. It's easiest to do it this way. I think it's index colon number and then no comma. And then after that, do a new line and IDX colon number. And then hideable. And remove the equals, or you don't have to remove it. Put a hideable colon space Boolean. New line. Close brace. Colon space. Open brace. New line. Index, comma, space, IDX, comma, space, hideable. And remove put the equal true after hideable. The one on the line below it. Okay, and then after true, put a new line. De-indent a tab and put a closed brace. So it doesn't like any of that, does it? Why is all that underlined? Why is
I took a brace out. While maybe you didn't see it, maybe I took the brace out and I shouldn't have.
I don't think so.
I think it took a brace out around here.
No, because the closed brace for that's on the line below it. Hover over async real quick and just see what it says. It's possible I got the order backwards. I think I got the order backwards. So move the open brace on line 103 to the closed brace that matches it. The open brace on 103 to the closed brace that matches it. Cut it. Cut that from between those braces. Or no, cut those braces and everything between them. Okay, paste that on line 99. Line 99. No, after, I'm sorry, after async, open paren, colon space, put a colon after the closed brace on 102. Remove the colon from line 107. Remove the new line on line 107. No, not the brace. Remove the new line. At the end of the line, remove the new line. Okay. De-indent. Well, actually, move the open brace on 103. Move it up to the line above it. There should be a colon space. So there should be a space. Yeah, colon space. Move on line 102. Move that brace up a line. 10. I am sorry, I was completely wrong. 100. Move that brace up a line. That's what I meant. De-indent that line. De-indent the line below it. De-indent 105. Okay. Search for token for index, or actually just probably go to that big red chunk of code at the bottom of the file. Hover over that. What does it say? Oh, put a question mark. Go back up to the definition for token for index. On line 104, put a question mark after hideable. Okay. Go. So on line, hang on. Line 214 should be await token for index, open paren, open brace. New line. Index, colon space. And then after the comma, a new line. IDX, comma, new line. Hideable, colon space. Comma after false, and then a new line. Close brace. Okay. Those are the only two places token for index appears? Okay, you go up to the definition of token for index again. Okay, there. Okay, let me read through it. Type with null, return null. Position is equal to... on line 109, remove position from 109. Remove line 109 entirely. Change position to IDX. Change it also on line 130 and 134. I still don't know if this is right. I think this is closer. I don't think this is right. But let's try reloading the page and see what happens. Because I don't think we're still handling correctly when there's skips between tokens. Yeah, it didn't load one. Scroll down in the page. Yeah, it's definitely off. Go back to go to set token up at the top of the file. Oh, wait, stop. Just hang on a second. I think I need something different. Set token. IDX. Scroll up to set token at the top of the file. IDX. Hang on. IDX is greater than tokens.length. Hang on. I gotta think. Um, 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 um. Scroll up, reload the page, and then scroll to the top of it. Okay, yeah, I just need to look at this. So low, high. Low, high. That looks okay. Width, type boundary. There it is. The first B true is on that line there. So we got a token with an ID and it's the index of 6. So the first token to make it to load is the 6th one. Okay. So what is IDX? IDX is 1. That's wrong. IDX should be, it's 1, 2, 5 through 10. It should be 4 because it should be 1, 2, 5, and then 6. And it's not. It's 1, 2. It's got it at IDX of 1. So go to where token for index is called. So that's where it's defined. Go to where it's called. Okay, hang on. Index is start plus IDX. So IDX is 0 through count minus 1. Start. Hang on. I gotta look again. I gotta try to clear my head. Actually, let me grab a drink because we're close. Like it's in this little bit of code right here, but it's tricky. I'm gonna grab a drink.
You need 5 or 10?
Let's do 10. Let's be generous.
Okay, 10. Okay, I'm back.
Okay. I think I see what to do. So on line, put a new line after 198. Let count equal 0. On line 216, IDX colon space count plus plus, no space. Reload the page.
Ta-da.
Maybe. It looks good. It looks promising. Let's see if any of the other ones load. I think that's it. I think that should fix it.
And why do you think it takes longer to load these tokens than
This is
is it just because
IPFS.
it's random? It's because it's random, right? It's like it's waiting for some node to make it available where
Click on the network tab. Yeah, it's waiting on the IP. I'm pretty sure it's waiting on the.
because you would be amazed by like, I uploaded like 100 images through my local node. I also put them on Slate, and like 80% of them are available. And 20% of them, I just can't, they just won't render. And then like I walk away for a few hours, I come back, and then there's like 2 more of them, but the other 6 aren't there.
Huh.
Just so it doesn't, all I can think of is just nodes go on and offline. And like, I would think if I pin them on Slate, if one is available, they're all available. But
I would think so, especially if you're pulling them from Slate.
Well, no, I just take the CID and then I put my own, the free Web3 dot Infura on the front end because I'm converting them all. I pin them on Slate because my pinning system is broken, which is something I want to work with you on to get my personal pinning system fixed. So I've been going to Slate because I don't have any other way. They weren't. I used Web3 storage, and those half of them just got queued up. Remember, we were trying to put those JSON files up.
Yeah.
They never officially pinned. They just stayed in a queued thing. So I'm like, okay, let me just like pin a photo. So I pinned a photo in Web3 storage. That was available, but the JSON still aren't. So I'm like, okay, forget Web3 storage for now.
Yeah.
I went to Slate, did that thing. I put them all on Slate, but then I couldn't call them with my own endpoint. So then I put them all on IPFS locally on desktop. Some of them became available. When I shut down the local node, none of them were available. So I'm like totally confused with it. Like I'd like to go through it at some point again that says, how is this working? And all I can think of is it's just the network of nodes. Only certain nodes hold certain content. And if that node goes offline, your content can't be found unless it's found on another node, right? Like
yeah,
it would have had to
gateway,
kind of
when
like
something
synchronize.
when a file passes through a gateway, the gateway will hold a copy for a little bit, but it eventually deletes it. So there has to be a node where it's pinned.
Yeah.
But I would think Slate that those nodes wouldn't be going offline. I don't know why they
But
are.
if I use the Slate, yeah, even sometimes when I even go back to the Slate actual link, it's not available. It's weird. Anyway, we're not troubleshooting that right now. It's like it's just not working as efficiently as I thought, and I want my own pinning service that's publicly available. And I think that's kind of what we're doing with Forest. So even though part of the logging system is going to be held in a database, I can still use it as a pinning service, feeling comfortable that at least it's on our node that I'm
Yeah.
querying off of.
I mean, something that I eventually want to do with that application is clustering, where you agree, like you and I agree, we will both pin each other's stuff. And so you create clusters that mutually pin information and keep it stored.
I'm game on that.
Okay, so I want to see something. Go to token table in components. UI source components. Token table. Okay. Scroll down to the bottom of the file. Hang on. I want to read. This is what I need to do, like lines 209 through the close of that. If not token I and token error, return to error. If not token metadata, so the image, so that is the image and then the description and then that little globe are the three things that okay, so those are lines 220, 221, 222. And then what I want is I think that those ones that are showing loading metadata, go to the console and just scroll down to the bottom and make sure there's no errors. Like Infura failed or something. Or the gateway timed out. Nothing? Go back to the network. Expand the network tab again. Or the... Reload the... Go do this. Go to... change it to just 1-2 and reload the page. Let's start with a smaller set of possible things to be wrong. So go to the console. And did these load correctly? Scroll down in the... You can reload the page. And check if they loaded in the... Do 1-3. Let's see if we can get it to fail on one. You did nothing? Okay, that's useful to know. So in... So... I gotta look for a second.
And they're also reversed again. Low is 3, high is 1.
Oh, are they? That would definitely be causing it to fail. Try this. On line 204, put sorted equals sorted.sort. Sorted equals sorted.sort. and change the sorted. Change the const to a let on the line above it. Run it again and see if it still does that. Low 3, high 1. Print out sorted as well on line 206. Okay. Fuck. That's weird. Reverse high and low again on line 205. Because that's the order. I think it should be low, comma, high. I think it sorts by default in ascending order. So that's logically what it should be. It's just it wasn't working before, and was odd. So scroll down in the page. Okay, let's see if this one's hung. Okay, so what we want to see. Actually, I'm going to remove a comment or two, and so there's not so much random crap to sort through. Comment out the low high sorted, or no, actually don't, because we're not sure if that's right or not. Comment out the type width, type boundary. Yeah. And it finally loaded the first one. Reload the page again. Scroll down in the page, or you can, make it bigger. It's now loading all of these regularly. Try reloading one more time just to see if you can get it to fail. Try changing it to 1-3. Yeah, sure. Do like comma 60. Yeah. You should just be able to hit enter. Okay. The problem is that we've now got so many things printing out that it's hard to tell. Expand the bottom object on the... That is index 2. Expand the one above it. Do this on line where's that print statement at? That console log. Line 36. Do make the before token on that line. Before token. Do index : space. Token.index. Comma token. Comma. Yeah. Reload the page. I just want to surface that index so I can see it more easily. So scroll down to the bottom on that one. Okay, we're looking currently for token. Expand the number 64 out. The one that's index 64. I think there's another one later. Do the one that's later down the line. Okay, IDX7 index object ideas index. Hang on, I gotta read. So it doesn't have the token URI set yet. I guess it's waiting on Infura and not the IPFS node. I thought that it was waiting on the IPFS node. Let me look. Go back to token for index. Go scroll down in this to, hang on. Online, hang on. What am I looking for? Yeah, I need to read this for just a second. Search for metadata. Okay. I don't dislike that code, but there's a way to do it that might work better. We'll try it this different way. Remove line 169. Remove the promise.resolve. Or actually, change promise.resolve to set token. Open paren. IDX. Comma space. Open brace. Metadata colon. And then remove to the JSON 5. Yeah. And the paren. And then a space and a closed brace, and there should be a space before metadata, or before metadata. An object, the elements inside of a JavaScript object, there's spaces around them. And this is an object with metadata. So put a closed brace and then a closed paren. Okay, on line 170, after RO contract.total supply token ID, close paren. At the end of the line, close paren. No, I'm sorry. Go to the close paren at the end of the line. So close paren dot. Then open paren. Open paren. Total. Close paren. Rocket. Set token. Open paren IDX. Comma space. You can put before the dot then on the line above that, you can put a new line before the dot then. Yeah, and that's the dots. That is indented correctly currently. Okay, so then total set token IDX comma space open brace token or space token space close brace close paren comma and then no other. That's the end of the line. There needs to be one more closed paren in there. In that, before after the blue closed paren, there needs to be one more. Hover over total. Oh, do colon space number. I gotta think real quick. Hang on. RO contract dot total supply of token ID. I think instead of colon space number, it should be colon space big int, all lowercase. Instead of number, it should be big int on line 171. All lowercase. Instead of token at the end of the line, it should be total. At the end of nope. At the end of the line you were on, the one where you put big int, line 171. Yeah, total.
Say wait.
Total.
Instead of token.
Total, yes. Okay. After get, I think it's get max. Yeah. Oh, put a new line before line 170 and after line 170. Put that on its own little. No, not between. So before that. Yeah. And then another one for the get max line. Nope, not that one. I want those two lines to be together because they're one thing. And then that. So put a new line after the closed paren. Dot then. Open paren. ID colon space, or not ID, max colon space. I think it's a big int too. I think that's right. And then close paren rocket. Set token open paren IDX comma space open brace max. Yeah, just like that up there, except max instead of total. What we're doing is we're setting each property independently and letting it run at its own pace, so maybe they'll complete more quickly instead of having to wait on all three of them to complete. Okay.
This is in red right here.
You can remove line 177 and 178. You can remove line 176 and 177. You can de-indent lines 169 through 175. Whatever. You can tell it needs to be de-indented. That. Okay. Reload the page.
We have an error right here.
Oh, we do? Oh, remove the commas from the end of the lines. And the first one, 169.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, what I wanted to happen is for that little link and the little clipboard to appear before it, because if it pulls the metadata from IPFS, it should be able to complete that. It's also possible. Go to line, scroll up in this function. On line 144, 143, after 143, put a new line. Console.log. Open print, open brace, AC : controller.current. AC : controller.current. .current. So everything, there's that, then that's all. No, did it get 60 and 64 too?
Yeah, but it's just out of order now.
Are they in the order you specified them? Or are they in? Yeah, that's
In
the order
I
you
specified.
specified them in, so I don't think that's a problem for them to display that way.
Okay.
If you don't want them to be in
looks
that
good.
order, don't put them in that order.
Don't put them in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, looks good.
Okay, remove the visible list. No, actually, we've got /undefined. We didn't quite make it. On line 176, change token to max. Reload the page. Yeah, I don't know that we can do anything about this load issue other than to do Jotai, which I don't want to dig into that today.
So since it was able to find super user easily before, well, maybe it didn't find it that easily. Well, why is it taking a long time?
I don't know. I really,
okay, so that's the problem.
I don't understand.
And if I reload it, I bet it's going to be right there for us. No. So it's still stubborn on super user 1, stubborn on 3. 1664 is new for us. I think no, we've been doing that one. And then I just added 40 and 42. So it got 40 pretty quick.
I'll show you what I want to do. Go to mimisb.run.
That'd be great just to see like a status bar running here or something.
Well, the thing is we have no idea. We don't know.
No, but remember they're fake ones.
Yeah,
it's
we can fake
it.
But go to mimisb.run.
A spinner is only so good, but if you've got this thing that's like kind of going along, it just tricks the brain a little bit like, oh, we're getting there. But it's just a random react thing. Not a random, it's just this counting up thing. I've got the anyway.
Yeah, we could do it.
You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so go where? You said go to forests?
mimisb.run, yeah. I just want to show you what I want to add, and we don't have to do it right now. click the little gear icon. This screen where I'm going to change the rate limit, how the rate limiting is handled, but I want you to be able to click use localhost. See how I want you to be able to use your local IPFS node in order to load everything.
I love it.
And that way it should be cached. Like after you request things multiple times, I don't know what this will do if you save it like that. That might work. You can hit save and see what happens. Because what it should do is try to load all the images at the same time.
Let's change it to go grab those state flags that I already have.
Well, that's once we start up your local copy of Forest, then that's the data that it has to work with.
Okay. So you were taking me over here because you wanted to show me something that we're going to put back in the cheese?
I just wanted to show you that configuration,
like
that little configuration modal is all.
Got it.
That is
Do
what
we need to grab it?
ultimately I want to add. Let's make sure everything's still working other than. Let's actually try. So stop the development server and go to the config file. Just source config. Find, okay, it's IPFS link pattern. It's line 32. Change that to process.env vite underscore IPFS link pattern. VITE underscore IPFS link pattern. I didn't want you to remove IPFS. Vite underscore IPFS link pattern. Vite only passes through variables that begin with Vite. Like next only passes through variables that begin with next underscore public. So on line 34, do import.meta.env on line 34. Input.meta.env question mark or space question mark space open paren new line import.meta.env move the IPFS link pattern up and add a vite underscore before IPFS. You got a paren in the middle of your variable. Put a new line after the pattern. Close paren, space, colon, space, open paren. Remove the closed paren. Remove the two question marks from the beginning of that line. Indent that line. Indent the two question marks below it. Put a closed paren on the line after. Put a new line in a closed paren. You need a new line before the closed paren. So new line, closed paren. De-indent it. Remove the blank line. Okay, so go into your dot. Copy that vite underscore IPFS underscore link underscore pattern. Vite IPFS link pattern. Copy that string. Go into your .env. Don't open it on screen, or I'll know you're in Fura ID, which again I'll already know if I decompiled the app. But do that is equal to, and then copy of those. There's two IPFS link pattern examples there. The top one is like v1cid.ipfs.dweb.link. Do you see that one? Line 37. Copy that. Not the quotes, but just the HTTPS, blah, 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 blah. Paste it into your .env as the value of a Vite IPFS link pattern. And then, so the pattern should read, I'm pretty sure it's HTTP :
I'm going to show it. I just removed my
that works.
IPFS.
That works, yeah. Because this
Is this what
doesn't
you
matter.
want?
Actually, yes. Actually, put this in just a .env file. Leave .env.local and
Okay.
create another file that's just .env. .env
Okay.
is for like configuration environment variables, and .env.local is for secret environment variables.
Got it. Okay, so I'm going to save that.
Yeah, I didn't think about
Make
that,
it
but
a
that's
new
how it should be
.env.
done.
Exactly the same area, the root of UI.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to show you this. So .env is now
Yep.
just that.
Okay, I
Okay.
think it should be.
Do you need to see it?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
it should
'cause we're
be
gonna see
HTTP : the v1cid.ipfs.localhost : 8888.
You want me to hard code 8888 here?
Yeah, yeah. This is your particular environment setting. No, don't replace path. You still need path. You need localhost : 8888 /path. Start your dev server. Does anything load? Okay.
So now it
So
found.
this.
So now-
That's the thing. It might be slow the first time because you are pulling it from a new source.
But it's funny how it found
Yeah,
super
that's-
users
that
and
I
it didn't
don't
find
get.
the other ones.
Yeah.
Okay. Refresh one more time. See if it gives you something different. And now it should be calling them locally?
Right
Or-
click on one of the images and check its URL. It should be. That was the plan. Yeah. IPFS.local something. So it's got to be localhost.
Where are you seeing that at?
At the end of the line, .ipfs. Something.
Oh, I see. Yeah, cool. So if it wasn't,
You dropped out if you're still talking.
I just said, so if it's not on my local node, it won't find it.
It should,
At
it
this
should
point.
request it from the network and download it locally. But no, that's why it's taking a while for it to load. Look at the traffic graph in the IPFS desktop.
Well, I just want to know, can I trick it and just dump a bunch of stuff in my local node and,
You
and see
should
if it
be
all
able
loads?
to, because the same image will have the same CID no matter how many times you enter it. It'll always have the same CID. You could put it in a dozen different places, and every time it'll have the same CID. So if you uploaded those images, they should pop up, I would think.
Well, why don't we just test that real quick? Let me just go into our folder.
Okay,
Right.
go into open up Hyper. Or go into Hyper. Open the folder in Hyper.
Well, I just want to see them again. You know, it's like, let me just, so our current sites, we've got our Chiefs. It's in packages. UI libs, I
No,
think. Source
no,
libs.
it's in packages, contracts, metadata.
Okay, so I should just take these and just pin this right now, right?
Yeah,
Or
and you
just
can
copy
do
this.
that. You can do that in the desktop app, right? I
Yeah,
was gonna do
well,
it
that's
from
what
the
I.
command line, but you could do it.
I've done on
You can use
level.
the
It's like
GUI.
this is a good tool for me. So
Yeah.
if I just do it this way, I just go to files. I know it's not seamless, but it's kind of where my brain sits right
No,
now.
if it works, it
Okay.
works.
So I just want to import that little folder. It's called assets. So I want to from a folder. Got to go locate it again. So it's on app dev, node apps, current sites, achievements, packages, contracts, lib. Nope. Is that right? Lib?
Metadata.
Metadata, assets. That's it. Upload. And then I want to just go rename that just so I know. Rename. This is Chiefs assets. Chiefs assets.
Sure.
Save it. And then I should be able to now go back here and just refresh this, and all those
No,
images should
no.
look. No,
Because
okay.
it's hanging downloading the metadata. It's not hanging downloading the images. You need to pin the
So should we
JSON
get
files.
Should I pin the metadata or?
Yeah, we
You
could
see?
do that. We could do that. We could set that up relatively easily. No, wait. I gotta think.
I don't want to make things harder on you. It's just
Well,
like
no, it's just
I'm
currently
experimenting.
it's uploading everything to NFT.storage. And the way it does it is not the same way that you would upload it to an IPFS node.
Okay.
So we would have to write some code to do it. It wouldn't. There's not an existing solution to do that.
We'll continue on whatever you were doing because I know you have a
Let's
stream
commit.
of consciousness.
I think it's working. I think these loading issues are not anything that's our fault.
Patience. And if we
So-
need to put a cartoon for somebody to watch for 30 seconds while this is happening,
Yeah,
but it could be
No,
longer.
again,
But
eventually we're gonna switch to having the state stored. It's still gonna have to be loaded once, but yeah. And also with their local node, we'll figure stuff out. Go to do a D and hit enter. Did you change CNAME in this?
I sure hope not. I mean, maybe I did by accident yesterday.
Scroll down some. Actually, let's remove a bunch of console.
I think I
logs.
did maybe do it in the wrong one because yesterday I had to go into GitHub to actually enter my
Okay.
domain, and I thought we had just changed it, so I guess I changed it in the wrong one.
I think you did. Well, I mean, something.
Okay.
It's changed, so something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it
Okay.
is. I see it's in the middle of the screen. Chiefs went to cred.freeweb3. So change
Okay,
that
so I did
file
that
back, definitely. And let's remove a bunch of console.logs. So this is in public, UI public.
right.
And then do pages home. Source pages home. UI source pages home. Search for console.log. Or it's .debug. Remove line 36. Okay. You can remove 91. Yeah. Yeah. You can remove that. Yeah. I think that's working. Maybe. I don't know. That'll take some more testing. You can remove that. Leave the console.error. Are there no more? Oh, wait, there's one more. Yeah, remove that. Actually, put that back. Go type some more random numbers and intervals in that tokens list and see if it's broken. I don't know if this is broken or not. My logic is logical to me, but so go into the web UI. Yeah. Put some more dash. Do like 60 dash whatever.
And I'm going to do a duplicate
Try
too
that.
to
Try
see what
that.
happens.
Try a backwards one and see what it does. It should fix it. That's the goal, is for it to fix it.
So I'm going to do a duplicate also.
Okay. I
See what
think it'll
happens.
load it twice. I don't know. I bet it
Okay.
does. Try to.
And then before I forget, let me go get my C name changed.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even have one.
Okay. You should have the
Oh
one.
yeah. No, I got this.
I was gonna
one.
say you should have the one from the other repository.
Choose use case specific. Got it. Now it should work. Okay, good. So that's done. I don't need any of this stuff. Back over here. Back over here. And you said go change some more numbers. And
Well,
we're
let's see
waiting
what
for the
loaded
next
with that
to spawn up.
random bunch of stuff you put in there.
So if it sticks in the order, so we're 18, 19, 20, 21. What did I even put?
That's the thing. I have no idea.
I did 18 through 35 in reverse order.
And it
So
did.
we've got 18 through 35. It has them in the right
Okay.
order, 18 through 35. And yeah, got 6 and 7, which is a duplicate from number 6 up here. So that's cool. So it looks like it's good. I mean, it's just patience at this point, it appears. Do you want me to go hit a down 10 and
Yeah,
see
you
what
can
happens?
hit down 10. Yeah, I'm curious what that'll do.
And you
Actually,
say that
that
skips
might
10.
not work. What that will do is that is based off of the limit and offset. See how it changed the limit to 10? Or the offset to 10, rather? It changes the offset. It skips it up by that amount. You try that. Try that. Remove the visible list and put in a negative offset. Is it not reloading? This is a problem. We got to figure out this real quick, because it's not reloading. Reload the page now.
Is that interrupt you were talking about? It'll just like, if it gets all funky, you just abort. And then it just kind of goes.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that happened. I'm not sure. I gotta.
So this gives you nothing.
Okay. Go back to the code. On line 2, put a new line after 221. Console logs start and count. Okay, hang on, wait. Scroll up. So start is -8. Start is equal to, if offset is less than 0, then it should be, also print out type count. Uppercase count. Type count is still null. Scroll down. I think scroll down and see if type count gets set later on in the console. Oh, it's failing because type count is null. Okay. So scroll up in this file. Hang on. On line 191, the if RO contract and const contract, add another and. Type count not equal null. Try running that. Can't convert big int to number. What's line 220? Where is that? Can't convert. Oh, that's fine. Can't convert big int to number. So put around type count, cast it to number. So put capital number, open paren, type count. Reload the page. Scroll down. It's just that one entry. So start is 140. Oh, click view permission tokens. So yeah, there's 148 token types. It is starting 8 from the end, so it's starting with 140. And it's got a count of 8, which will take us to the end of the list. It should take us to the end of the list.
We're definitely going to need a note for that in the UI.
The negative indexing? Yeah.
Yeah. But it's cool. It worked. Are you concerned about this?
Yeah. That's a big, let's see what it is. So home/retrieve. Search for, actually go change offset to like -20 with a limit of 10. With a limit of 3. -20 with a limit of 3. And it's the question. So it did reload the page this time, but it doesn't have indexes, and it added them to the end. I bet if you reload the page, and I bet it works. Hopefully it works. So there's 148 total, and it did 3 from.
When it is there a way to just have like a refresh button? So when it gets all jumbled and it has some of the old tokens, I know we just need to go refresh the screen, but not everybody's going to know that. So
They
can we
should
just have a
know.
button
I mean,
that refreshes
it's
it?
a flaw in the application that's necessary. That's something that should be fixed before going to production.
Okay.
Look at.
And so where do you think that's getting held on to? Is
I
it in
think
a
that it's
cache?
fetch. I think it's fetch.
Okay.
I think that some of the fetches are completing after we have moved on, and so it's data that's not supposed to be there is getting inserted. I don't understand why sometimes they won't change. Yeah, change that and see if those first 3 tokens go away. That time it did, and it only did 3 tokens that time. So it's kind of working some of the time.
which I'm okay with.
It's definitely
Let's just see what
closer
happens
than it
here.
was.
It seems to be working.
So it should start with 48 if it works. Started with 50.
Well, it's because I removed permission tokens.
Oh, okay. So the 48 and 49 we just can't see.
Yeah, so here we go.
Or 49.
Oh,
Yeah, it starts
49.
at 49. That makes sense.
All right. I feel good about it. Was there other stuff that you wanted to finish on this part? Or no, we're good.
I want
Time
to figure
push
out
it?
this error. I want to know why
this
that error
error?
is
Okay.
is coming up. Search for stack in home.tsx. Search for dot stack. Okay, I think it's that. Do a yeah, put a new line after that brace. Do a console.debug, open print, open brace. MSG : extract message, open print error. Extract message. Open print error. And reload the page. And it's loading everything it's supposed to be loading. Yeah, we kind of need the error to happen. Try changing the values some, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so it's got too many that time, right? It's got more than 5, definitely. Okay, go to search for retrieve in the code. Okay. On line 234, add a new line before line 234. Set tokens. Open paren. Open bracket, close bracket. Move line, cut that line from where it's at and scroll up in the file. Scroll up before the if that, yeah, hang on, stop. Maybe after the let count equals 0, put a new line and put it there. No, actually, no, that's not right either. Put it on line 194. try to reload that. Is that right currently? So is there
Yeah.
5 or is there's 5? It's okay. So change the value and hit view and see if they go away. Oh wait, hang on. Scroll up. Click the object operation was oh, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, cool. So our abort signaler is working. So go to wherever that's dot stack. Search for dot stack again. Okay, on line, remove line 176 and put an if statement. Error. Actually, bang error. Instance of, all lowercase. Capital, all caps, DOM. Error, capital error. Close paren, open brace. Do a control space next to DOM error and see if it's like a React class or something. No suggestions. Hover over DOM error. What's the actual? Why doesn't it like it? No, it says it can't find the name. But it says that DOM error is defined in the web APIs. I don't understand. Let's try this. Go to your TypeScript config. That's the target is already set to ES 2022. That's what I was going to change was to up the target, but it's already upped. I would say search Google for hover over error real quick. Why doesn't it like error? Put parentheses around before error and after DOM error. Search in all the files for, it's not in this program. It's in, go into, open up forests and search for DOM error. I'm pretty sure I have an abort controller in forests. But I was also pretty sure that's how I wrote it in forests, so I don't know. Exception instead of error. Okay, remove the closed brace from the end of the line. Yeah, just indent the next 4 lines. Put all that inside of that if statement, the console.error and the return statement. Put it inside of the if. But the line, yeah, you got one more line. Nope, you need that line. You need the line below it too. And that line is the line above it you didn't quite get. Do line 179 again. There you go. Okay, so you close the if and then put a new line after 182. And that should be a closed brace. Next line is closed brace, blah, blah, blah. I think that's good. And give it a whirl. Hit shift by 20. The down 20. So it changed the offset from minus 120 to minus 100, which is correct, I think. De-indent line 156. So what's this? We're still getting an error. On line put a new line after 176. Put a new line after the open brace. Do const space ERR capital OBJ. Just capital O, BJ, equals, open paren, and then, open brace, and move line 180, the error colon extract message, move that inside of those braces. You can remove the quote, and you can put spaces in the, So on line, the console.error, put comma space error. Or no, put, so console.error, open paren, open brace, space, dot, ERR OBJ, comma space. Okay, and then remove the brace, the closed brace at the end of line 179 to or move the open brace to the closed brace on 179. Yeah. Remove those braces. Put ERR OBJ. Run again. Yeah, scroll up now and see if there's not an error object at the top of this. Yeah, wait. No URI waiting for configuration. Okay, we don't want to error out on that one. Yeah, hang on. I think we actually just don't want to print this stack trace. So just remove line 178. And just for completeness sake, let's put it back. So take error obj out of line. No, leave that out. Leave that out. Take error obj out of line 178 and put in the brace error : extract message. Yeah, replace the variable with that value there. But you need the braces. So do IDX : space open brace new line. Comma space. IDX : space open brace new line. Just paste in what you copied. You've now got too many braces. So remove the braces from before and after the line 179. Or move that brace up. Yeah, that brace should be on the line above it. So comma space and then backspace new line. Now I just wanted you to remove the space before error. Okay. And then new line. No, the space for error in the new line. And then the space in the middle there. Yeah, that and new line. And move the paren up a line. Okay. Let's pull out one last console.log, and I think it might be ready to commit. So remove line 225 and 204. I think we tested out the high-low sorted well enough that it seems to be working. Okay. So let's commit. You can do an S first just to see what we changed. Do a D real quick. Everything looks pretty good. Hit the space bar. Go in. Can you find that? That's in home.tsx. It looks like it's the definition for token for index. So if you find token for index, you'll find... Well, find where it's defined. That's where it's getting called. You want where it's its definition. Yeah, so it's line 101? No. Yeah, there you go. And after IDX number. There you go. Cool. That is the RO contract. Search for total supply. Probably that'll help you find it. I think it's in home.tsx. I think. Yeah, it's 166 and... But put a blank line there. Hit enter so there's a blank line. Yeah. Is that it? Okay. Oh, there's still one more. The null. You didn't get the after the null. So it's in token from index, token, whatever the hell that method was. Token from index, I think. Or you can do that. You were just on it. What happened?
You had the wrong key.
Oh.
It took me somewhere else.
Okay, now you got them all, I think. So T space. And we got all the console.logs out of home.tsx.
Yep.
Okay. So what we just did, we fixed improper loading behavior and sorted correctly. We fixed improper loading behavior and I was trying to think of another word than fixed. Fixed improper loading behavior and sorted, sure, and correctly sorted listed tokens. Okay.
Now, we didn't do much IPFS, or did it just happen so fast? That was the problem from yesterday, and you had already fixed that by the time we started working?
No, we haven't even gotten to what I was trying to fix yesterday.
Okay.
And that is IPFS based. We can go. We'll do that next. Well, after you do yarn UI publish and a GP to push it up.
Can I do it from parent
Yeah.
directory? Okay, so yarn
UI
now it's
publish. And now we just wait.
And this runs the GitHub command.
This runs Webpack, which is what takes 90 seconds.
And is that the building and everything, or we still need to build? Or Publish does do the build?
Publish does the build.
Okay, good. So we don't need to go into the private label one yet, because we're still going to jump back in here and
we're still gonna verify that we can update. You shouldn't be able to update the token metadata yet.
In the meantime, should I jump into my Infura and get additional credentials that we need?
Yes.
Because I think you said
yes.
Okay.
Open up the config file. Source config. Packages UI source config. Source. So it is, scroll down. There you go. Stop. It is line 44 and line 48. Vite IPFS, and we gotta change this. So change line 45 and have it be 45 should be question mark import.meta.env space question mark space open paren new line. Import.meta.env and then move the line below up. Remove the paren. You put a new line after that line. Close paren, space, colon, space, open paren.
You lost me.
Colon, space, open paren. New line. Let's have it be, just do single quote username for right now. It's not perfect, but, and then do that same basic pattern now for line 53. So line 53 will be question mark, import meta env. Space. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now put on the line after it, put a paren, colon, paren. You're not indented correctly. Paren, colon, paren, new line. Single quote, password. Close quote, new line. Close paren, new line. Close paren. Now in your .env.local, define that Veet IPFS auth username and Veet IPFS auth password. You go to the settings for your dedicated gateway, and it's the username is the project ID and the password is the API key or something. There's one that looks more usernamey and one that, well, it sounds more usernamey and sounds more passwordy. I can't remember what they are exactly.
Okay, I'm going to show you the .env local with nothing in it. This is what you want it to look like. I'm pasting my API, which was in there just a moment ago, and pasting that back in. And you think these two things are something different, or it could be the same. It could be that username could be IPFS, blah,
Yes,
blah, blah,
because
with
the
my
Infura
API at the end.
the Infura ID is coming from an ETH endpoint, and the IPFS username and password are coming from an IPFS endpoint.
Okay, so I need to go. Okay, so I'm going to open up. I think I know what needs to be done. Okay, so I'm going to go into Infura. Now I'm going to go to my IPFS instance or whatever they want to call it there. I'm going to go into my dashboard. I've got 2 instances of IPFS. I'm going to do the one that's like most active. And it says dedicated gateway subdomain. It's not that. API key secret, which is just an alphanumeric string.
That's your password.
Project ID.
That's your password, and the project ID is your username.
Got it. And this is different than the other one. I was just curious if they use the same schema. So you said the secret key is the password, obviously. So pasting that in there, and then the project ID is username. Close it so I don't end up dragging it over and sharing it. Okay, so now I have my Infura ID. That was the, okay, the username is the project ID, and the password is API secret key for my IPFS instance. Okay, looks like we're good there. Closing that file and then bringing back to center.
Okay.
We don't need this anymore.
So go open up pages, source pages. Edit. Is there an IPFS? I don't remember where I actually stick the stuff in IPFS. Search for IPFS. Yeah.
Helpers,
So
constants, options form, NFT
hang on.
form.
I got to read.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not config. Hang on, it is config. Go open up the config file. So scroll on down a little bit more. So with Infura, when you're accessing the API endpoint, you use that host name. You don't use the dedicated host name for API access. And then
So that's still okay. They haven't shut this down.
no, you have to authenticate. See on line 85 where we're setting an authorization header?
Mm-hmm.
That has that username and password in it. And that's what allows it to connect. It might work. Try to edit an NFT. That's
As
the thing.
is?
Like I wrote this, but I never tested it, so I don't know if it works or not.
Okay, so run it locally again. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Dev? Or UI start?
Yeah. Okay, click on the pencil icon for number 54. Or that one. Change something. You can change just the color. You can change anything. You just need to change something. Yeah, I was having some difficulty with this. Hopefully it works. It didn't error out. Is it on the view page up in the URL?
Yes.
Okay.
So what is currently happening right now? Is it waiting on the graph?
No. The graph
it
is
what,
only
what
used for the owner's page. This
okay.
is
So what
waiting.
is it waiting on right now just for it
Click
to
the network.
finish its
Click the network tab.
so this will show what's queued up currently?
Yes.
Not what's happened, but what's queued up,
Scroll down.
right?
Yeah, there should be. It won't have a 200 by it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
can we just grab this and see if we can read this? Which we
Sure.
can, of course. We're
Try
going to
it.
be able to read this.
Try it. So it's trying to load that JSON file is what it's waiting on.
And so the other thing I can do is just
you
type it
see
in with
in Infura?
IPFS. What?
Does Infura show you what you have pinned?
I have not been able to figure out how to pin with Infura yet in any sort of like front end or anything.
Okay.
But I did EJ Galano, who owns it. Somebody was saying, "Hey, Pinata just raised their prices. I need an alternative." And he tweeted out, "Check out Infura for pinning. I can help you through it." So clearly, Infura has a pinning service, but I don't see it very
Well, no.
obvious
When we created a resource, it's automatically pinned. So the resource.
So by the nature of us using the Infura endpoint, that is pinning.
That JSON should have been pinned when it was created.
Okay. So what's another way to check that CID? Just putting IPFS in front of it?
Go to Infura and look up your dedicated. Do you know your dedicated host name?
That free Web3 thing?
Yeah. Whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'll look it up. Yeah, I have it actually right here because I forget it so much. I put it right in here.
Okay, so copy that. And
yeah,
do,
well, this can't.
So do https://freeweb3 dot whatever it was. You need that host name.
Right, but that wasn't copy and pastable. I put it in a little file.
Oh, you got like a screenshot?
Yeah. It should be opening up here. Oh, God, this thing. I just want to open up an MD file.
Yeah. Yep.
So now how weird is that? That it's there, but we
Save this
we are
file.
not.
Save the file.
Okay.
And
I'll pin it or something.
Yeah, it has to have. I think that you have to do it. I can do it from the command line. Just go to the directory where it is from the command line.
What is it? IPFS.
IPFS add dash W. And then the file name.
That's it.
Think so. Hang on.
Oh, it doesn't like these spaces, probably.
No, it wouldn't. Put single quotes. Put a single quote before metadata and a single quote after JSON. Are there spaces in there? Really?
Yeah. Space 24, space 14. And then put the...
Look at it.
Let me just change the
it,
name.
Look at it in the Infura again. You can't change the name. The name has to be the same. Because that's part of how the CID is generated. You won't get the same CID if you have a different name.
Okay, so I need to go back and get...
Just go
the
back
Baffy.
go back in Infura to look at the file name. So just go back a page. There are colons in the...
Okay, so there are colons there, and then here, I'll drag my file over here so you can see it. Here's the file on my computer.
Just rename the file and put colons in it.
Well, there's a period here. I guess I leave that.
Uh-huh.
That's between the 14 and the 193Z. Okay, so you said put a what period? Oh, colon.
Yeah.
So colon there. So I'm putting 2 colons in to replace that and that, and then leave that as a dot, and then there's a dot at the end of it, and the rest are dashes. Okay. So I'm going to rename it. So now it's renamed right here, and then so I'm going to F2 that. Grab the whole thing this time. And then run the same command.
I would just do metadata and hit tab. Because it's got to probably escape the... Is that it? Or did you paste? Hit tab. I bet it won't autocomplete. Yeah, remove up to the... Well, hang on. Load the second, the one below that. Put that in your IPFS desktop. Okay, type on the for the IPFS command line on the command line. It is IPFS CID space format, I think, space dash V equals 1 space dash B equals base 32 space paste in that QM CID. Hit okay. Does that CID match the one that you got from Infura?
No, well, this is a Baffy.
Yeah, it is in JSU. They match.
SU. Yeah, they match. Okay.
Okay, that's good. That's what was expected. So go open up your IPFS desktop and go into your files section. In IPFS desktop, yeah. You can add, if you do import, you can import by CID, I think. from IPFS. No. So do /IPFS and then the either one of the CIDs. / and then the CID. Rename it to Chiefs metadata or something. I don't know what that particular file is.
But not rename it here.
No,
right?
yeah,
Like,
leave the file name the same.
so rename it from here.
Yeah.
I guess.
Now try to reload that token. According to my logic, it should load. I don't know if it will or not.
I don't even remember which token it was. What am I doing? Reloading this? Page?
No, you got to a view page on whatever token you edited. Oh, is it this one? It's this one, yeah. And it's got test
it
at
says
the
test.
end, so it worked. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, we can.
But we don't know where we got it from, right? We could have just been patient enough, or do you think it came from our local?
I don't know where it came from.
Doesn't
It
really
worked.
matter.
It was saved. Yeah, it's saved to
Okay.
Infura, and that's the best we can do is to save it to Infura.
Okay.
So do a S again from the command line. Do a get space add space packages /UI /.env. This is the one with the public variables in it. Hit the up arrow and add a -F. Yeah. Now you can do T space testing Infura uploads. Testing Infura IPFS uploads. Yarn UI : publish.
This will be it for Chiefs for today, right? We moving on.
This
to
will be pretty
Mimus?
much it because I got to go at 1800, which is in 20
Oh,
minutes.
okay. Okay, good. Okay, so time just to get my PL.
Yeah, we can do
label.
that.
And then, I'll just wait till you want to jump into Mimus next time.
Well, I still want to add the per user limits to tokens, so that a given user can only mint one of a token. But I don't think that'll take that long to add. And we don't have to do. We're not going to do it now.
Well, that went pretty quick. So that was build and publish?
Yeah, that published down at the bottom means it was published.
Okay, cool. Okay, so let me see how far we can get. So I go back into PL, and the first thing is get. I think it was like set upstream master. Get something.
Get pull.
Get pull upstream master. Is that
Yeah.
what you said no. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Master.
misspelled upstream, I think.
Upstream master. Okay. So now it's going out and seeing what's out there on master, and we assign master to Chiefs. Okay. So now I need to go into code. I think it's just code.
Yeah.
Or no, it was
Code dot.
just
Code dot will do it.
okay. So that gets us over, and then now VS Code says, "All right, I think I know what's going on here. You want me to compare some stuff."
So click the get thing on the
Let me do
little
my.
the icon on the left hand side with the 25 on it?
Yeah, let me just give my. Okay. And you said this is kind of weird when it goes to the side. That's not necessarily how you like to look at it. So don't remember how to close that, but we're going to go into here. Maybe that helped.
It's only one. It's only merge changes. There's only one file. Click on token filter form and we'll see what it is. I'm surprised that there's even one file.
And it's okay if the things you rearrange some stuff, and I'll just go with your arrangement. If I don't like it, I'll just rearrange it again.
Oh, the components on the screen.
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
the filtering and stuff. I had moved mine around, and yours might even be better. So that's why I'll just use yours for now.
Okay.
So this one, let me just like try to think here. Accept current change is the top. The current change meaning something that you changed, because I haven't changed anything. So now I'm just comparing these two. And so this was just some change in the import. Chakra's gone. Okay, so I am accepting
Nope.
current change, right?
Nope.
No,
You're accepting the incoming change. Yep. Because you can tell it's more recent. The second one's more recent.
And so this is yours, the one that you did
Yeah.
down here. This was what I had left.
Yeah.
So current change means me, what I've been doing. Incoming
green.
change is what you
Blue.
did over there on the upstream.
In this situation,
So accept
yes.
incoming change. Okay, so that one's good.
Accept incoming change.
It's going to be accept incoming change on
Yeah,
everything,
I think
right?
so.
It's putting some of these things in red. That's just by nature of because
Just
the code
wait
has
until
changed
you've done it all, and then wait.
Okay.
Worry about that.
Okay.
Hang on. Yeah, I think you want to accept incoming change. Did this file not get merged somehow or something? That's just weird.
I remember like when I loaded mine yesterday, it had some like graphic elements at the top that I didn't have. Like I removed, and then they ended up there yesterday. So I'm like, oh, it must have been in this accepting changes. So like this is just style. So I'll go with yours. So accept incoming change.
Yeah.
And
The
all of
next
this
one
and-
actually has your headers and stuff. This is why
yeah,
I've
I think I would
restructured
like to
the
leave this
form.
alone unless there's something substantive in here that's
This
gonna
is the
break.
restructuring of the form. The form controls, instead of it being one straight list of form controls, I moved two of them over to a separate stack. So I had to nest it in a flex and nest it in a... You can accept both and then just delete what you don't want. But it should be safe for you to accept both changes. And let's see if that HTML will
So we're
work.
gonna have to debug it a little bit. It'll give us errors. Fix real quick.
I don't
right?
know. Let's see. Because it looks pretty complete, pretty close to complete.
Let me do my formatting. Let's see if that helps.
You could like comment line 85 through the end of the file. Comment out 85 to the end.
Just to where the flex
To
is. What was
the
first
close button. Line 197.
Where did we start it at?
85. Okay, you can just slowly add it back in until it breaks.
Because there's no log. We got something off down here.
Is it not? Is the open stack not? Oh, I think you did. You get the open stack? Hang on.
No, I started at form control. Let me do that.
Oh
again.
yeah, you've got. Oh, I would remove. Hang on, stop for a second. Yeah, you can undo that. I would remove line 85.
Form control.
Go down to.
Here's the first form control.
About line 130.
So 127.
Yeah, remove to there. That's just the form controls, which have been restructured.
Okay. Now I've got an open button.
Remove the button.
Remove.
Remove the button, yeah. And remove
Yeah.
the slash box. I changed box to a flex.
Okay, so that box is gone.
Now
which
it
means
should.
I
Well, I
gotta
was gonna say it should go to green. Load the page up and see what it looks like. Scroll up in token filter form. Go to the top of the file. Change components to @/components. And put all of your imports in one import. Do header 1, header 2, header 3, header logo. Or do that. But ideally you should put header 1, header 2, header 3, and header logo all in one.
I was being super lazy there.
Yeah.
Okay, so put that all right now, all of these.
You don't have to. You can leave it like that if you want. But yes, structurally, the way that you should write that is header 1, header 2, header 3, header logo, all in one.
All in one line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was adding them on the fly, and I'm like, oh, I need another one. Just being lame. Okay.
But
okay,
just
so
go ahead and
going
reload. Try to load the page now.
Is it here, or it's still working over here?
It says reloading, so maybe it's working.
Is this coming up on 3,000 local hosts?
No,
3,000?
it'll be 5173 or whatever it was, whatever Veet runs on. You might stop and start the dev server. I don't know why it's not running. Veet's usually pretty quick to start. That's kind of the whole point of the thing.
I saw a little note in there that said you changed dependencies in the middle.
Okay.
And I didn't like it.
So there's just nothing in this page?
White screen.
Yeah, inspect it. Or look at the console. Is there an error log? Okay. Error module util has been externalized for browser compatibility. Cannot access util.debug log in client code. Huh.
All right. Well, we got use state grayed out, and I see that right here. I don't think that's anything.
I don't think
Like,
that's
I'm wondering,
it.
should we just go backwards and I just make a copy of my
I don't
original?
think it's this file.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, you could, if you want to check if it's this file, you can just comment out the entire contents of the file and see if that makes your error go away. But I don't think it will. That's not where this error is coming from. Wallet Connect, and it has to do with. And you run yarn in the.
I don't think I did. Maybe I
run
did,
yarn
maybe I
again.
didn't.
And then if it doesn't work, run it in the packages UI directory.
Just do it also in the packages.
Try it. So I have had
Try to run it.
CD to packages UI and run yarn again. I have had it have an effect. I'll say that. I'm almost certain that it had an effect.
From here in UI?
Yeah, like I ran yarn in a subdirectory and it caused it to work when it didn't work before.
Okay.
So
go back up a level?
Or just UI yarn UI : start. Should work from here as well. And look at the util has been externalized for browser compatibility. Switch to try Chrome real quick just to know if it has any effect. That's weird. Yeah, check the console. It's probably the same error. No, it's just that error, which is not. Do the in the L. Oh wait, never mind. Module util. Wallet connect underscore web3. Search that error. That module util has been externalized for browser compatibility.
Stop right here.
Yeah. Because it sounds like something that should be changed in the Veep configuration, but you have the same Veep configuration that I do. Hang on. Yeah, let's look at this. Look in,
Is my V config the same as yours?
it should, and then maybe it's not. Maybe there was changes there. Should be packages UI. Oh, are you still in? You still haven't committed this. You should go ahead and I would hit the plus sign and hit commit. Hit commit again. What does it say?
There are no stage changes to commit. Would you like to stage all your changes and commit them directly?
Hit no.
Cancel.
Yeah. Click on bits.address. Yes. Crap. And I think that I had this same thing happen. And I think that it's when we ran it wasn't the addresses that changed for me. Go to Hyper. And do a get status. Do get commit public CNAME. Can you do it? Let you do that? Yeah, type in set CNAME. Just save and exit. Now type S and hit enter. I think that now the only files will be those address files, and I don't think we want to change those. I think that you want to do a get reset hard. I'm almost certain of that. Look, hang on, real quick. Look in the Chiefs, the regular Chiefs, and make sure that what the address is and that it's different. Yeah, so just cat packages, contracts, artifacts, Polygon, bits.address. Packages, contracts, artifacts. Hit tab. I was going to say artifacts. Polygon. Capital bits. Hit enter. Okay, so that's 06C. So what we're seeing here, the one on the right-hand side is what it's going to change it to, right?
I hope so. I mean, that would be mine, right? That would be.
Yeah, and that's yours. So maybe you do want to accept these changes.
So is it accepting this in green?
I think it is.
Well, we're going to find out real quick, right? So
yeah,
because I'll just go in and check it. So Let me make
I
sure
don't know
that
how to
file
do
is-
how to bring them together to do the single window.
Okay. So I click into it. You say you don't know how to do. So what am I going to do? I'm
Try
gonna,
clicking the arrow on the right hand side. That little arrow. What does that little arrow do? Nope. Hit Control Z. That didn't do it. Does Control Z not undo?
No.
Um. That's surprising.
It says
Go to
working tree.
go to the hyper.
I'm in hyper.
Go to your Chiefs PL. Type S and hit enter. Fuck. I don't know how to undo that. I don't know how to get that back.
It says working tree over here.
If you close it, what happens? Will it let you close without saving? See, it's changed in the
There it
file.
goes. It went back. Okay.
Oh, it did? Okay, good.
I'm gonna Control C that just so I have it.
Yeah.
So let me just eliminate it. I guess I want the in there. So what am I gonna do? Just say, hey, ignore. I don't like your change. I want to ignore it.
This thing, I don't know what to do with this
Discard
interface.
changes.
I guess discard changes. Try that and see if it'll.
Are you sure you want to discard change? I'll say discard changes.
And it goes.
Now let me go
that.
back into my file though, and I'll just change the file, right? Because I want to put mine back in here.
Yeah, I don't get how Git works in this particular situation.
Okay, so I want that. That's the correct address there. I want to go back into here. There. Export default. Why are they saying they're
This is
different?
just there's a new line in one of the files and not
Okay.
in the other.
So accept it somehow. Add it right here. Stage changes, no. M.
Just hit the plus sign. Do
Right
it
here?
let you? Yeah, no, below it. Go down one line. Hit that plus sign, and then go down. Hit the actually on bits or on changes. I guess yeah. Try that plus sign. Now can you commit if you hit the commit button up at the top? I don't know. Not changing token addresses, contract addresses. And then save and exit.
Can I make sure it's still there? The good one?
Go check.
Okay, it's still there. Okay.
Okay, so now you should be able to run UI:publish, right?
Well, did we ever get it to load? There was a problem that we were working on.
Oh yeah, try to reload.
I know you got to go.
Yeah, I do. I just got
Okay.
summoned.
Okay, packages UI, do it yarn UI.
Start, yeah.
Yarn UI : start.
And see if it's giving you that util.
All right, we'll have to work on this later because I know you got to go. Unless you think.
Yeah,
there's one
no,
last
I
thing
don't.
to
I don't
try.
think I can fix it in the next 15 seconds.
Weird.
So,
Okay.
I'll be on the builders call more than likely in the morning, and anytime during the
Sounds
day
good.
you want to catch
Maybe
up.
we'll try to knock it out then. All right. See you later.
Bye.
Thanks.